Elthymia bracteata, also known as a forest lily, perfectly in bloom, so delicate but flourishing. I can't possibly take one, but at least I'll have it in my memory bank, alongside the other plants I've seen. But this lily, I've read its meaning before in the library. Purity, innocence, and rebirth. I wish I could ask you, Lily, can an unnatural being fit in like you out here, be as naturally beautiful as you? I must be growing delirious. Let's see, it's been approximately 6 days and 12 hours since... Oh, I didn't mean to startle you. Forgive me. You're not afraid? Oh, I'm such an idiot. Of course somebody lived close by. Who else would have tended all these plants? Please forgive me. My name is Gwen. I'd stand and give a humble bow, but the articulation in my legs has given out. I'm sorry, but I can't tell you where I'm from. I'm aware that I will be heavily reprimanded for being away from my owner. I'll stand and depart as soon as I'm able. I apologize for the inconvenience. You're very kind, but I shouldn't stay. Oh, I don't exactly know where I'm headed, but I'm solar-powered, so I can keep traveling for as long as need be. Except it's late into the evening, and I'm on power-saving mode, and... Forgive me for rambling. Are you absolutely certain you want me to stay? We don't know each other. Right, you did hear me rambling about plants, and I see you've gathered some fresh herbs in your hand. Then you're right. It's safe to say we are both nature lovers. All right, I'll follow you. Please give me a moment. Okay, I'm coming. You're quite a distance away from the kingdom. It must take at least half an hour to walk to the shops. This is your cottage. Do you live with anyone? I see. It's quite uncommon for humans to live in solitary. You did? Well, it would be unfair of me to judge you if you ran away, as I essentially have as well. How long have you been here, may I ask? That is quite some time. Thank you for opening the door. My joints already feel less stiff due to the fireplace. No, it's all right. I don't need anything. I have all the physical components of a human, mostly, but I don't need food or such. Would I like anything? In my years of existence and service, I've never been asked that before. Then, may I sit down? Whether on a chair or the floor, I'll be grateful. Ooh, I didn't expect such a strong reaction, or you willing to touch me in the first place. This sofa is very comfortable, and this quilt seems to be made with such care. And your home has such lovely decor. I hope you don't mind me gazing at it. You're looking at me quite intensely, but I suppose it's only natural since this must be the first time you're seeing an android. Please feel free to ask me anything. I'm made from a mix of alchemy and machinery. There are a handful of others like me in the entire kingdom, but solely reserved for our one owner. I suppose it's obvious now where I'm from. I don't mind telling you now. I was from the palace. I was the one and only personal servant of our king, my job being one that required numerous duties and skills. I feel awful for leaving my coworkers behind, but I simply got too curious about the outside world, and once I was outside, I just couldn't stop walking. I just kept going, without any calculations or cautions. I fear I may be malfunctioning for even considering leaving my owner. I apologize for the rambling. Noted. I'll refrain from apologizing as much. It has slipped my mind. What is your name? It suits you well, being the kind soul that you are. The moon hasn't risen just yet, but may I power down for the night? Thank you. Oh, my, I didn't mean to wake you. Why were you asleep, resting your head on the edge of the sofa? I see. There is no need to worry about me. Are these oil and tools? I did say my joints gave out last night. May I tend to my injuries? Oh, if you insist. I'll try to explain as best I can what to do. Well, a few drops of oil would go here, and a bit here. That spot is especially delicate. Please forgive me, I've never had such close contact with anyone before, or this type of care in general. You're right, that counted as an apology. Then let me rephrase. Thank you for helping me. Your touch is very gentle and careful. Usually, if I was malfunctioning back in the palace, I'd prepare myself in a secluded room until I was socially presentable again. There's no need to feel sorry. If I am not to apologize so often, then you shouldn't either. How about I'll be sure to appreciate you instead of believing that I am a burden, and you don't have to worry about my past, because I'm really happy to be with you here now. How does that sound? All right then. I'll support you just as much as you support me. Would you be comfortable sharing the reason why you choose to live all the way out here? Or what you decided to leave behind? I see. Hearing that, I'm assuming your cottage isn't meant for a vacation, and that you're planning to instead live here for the foreseeable future. Am I correct? I understand. You've made such a great home for yourself. It's quite a feat. You should feel proud. Are you sure? This is your sanctuary. Do you really wish to share it with me? Then I'm honored. I will stay with you. Welcome home, owner. Oh, did I surprise you? It's a traditional greeting. Okay, I'll try not to be so formal. How was your trip? Here, let me help with the groceries. Let's take a seat. Really? So my android co-workers are allowed in public now? Perhaps the royals have had a change of heart, seeing as it's been over 2 weeks since my disappearance. It's a small step allowing us androids to be in public, even if it's simply to grocery shop for the royals. I didn't consider that as a possibility. You wouldn't mind others seeing me with you in public, would you? I've never been in large, bustling crowds besides royal balls, but they're very tame. Although I know word spreads quickly around due to them, and their gossip is what made nearly the whole kingdom aware of androids' existences. Right, calming down. I'm just worried. Thank you. I'll make sure to stick by your side as well. I know we'll take good care of one another. Oh, I nearly forgot. I've prepared tea for your return. From the cupboard, I noticed which tea you brewed the most, and based on the aroma and how strong you like your tea, I was able to calculate exactly how long you usually steep it for. Would you care to have some now? Oh, what a coincidence. That pastry that you got would pair very well with the tea, and it looks fresh. Perhaps when we go to the shops together, we can make a stop at the bakery. I suppose I'm already excited by the idea of going out with you. I appreciate your offering, but we know that I don't eat. The only times I'd sample anything would be to ensure the food was acceptable for the royals, the same usage of my other senses to be sure that everything is always perfect for them. You're right. I should try some for my own enjoyment. It's still warm, and the texture is wonderful in my hand alone. I'll try it now. It's not too sweet. I can list the ingredients, or... I'm overthinking again. It's great. Due to the genius, alchemy, and science of my creator, small amounts of food or liquid can become fuel for me. It's still important for me not to overdo it, as I technically don't have a full digestive system. Thank you. It was tasty. So, have you had any interesting experiences while shopping today? Your voice is permanently stored in my memory storage, but I always love hearing you talk. The roses have been taken care of. Did you finish lunch already? You don't need to eat quickly to be around me. I should be done now. I'll join you on the bench. The flowers have grown so well over the past month. Thank you. But I only learned quickly because you're a wonderful teacher. I always wished I could tend the royal gardens, but the responsibility was always reserved for human servants. They were considered more genuine and caring, or something along those lines. But we've been with each other for a short amount of time, and I already absolutely love what we've grown together. The last few times we went to the shops, nearly no one batted an eye seeing us together. I guess the mixture of other androids from the palace now in public played a large role in that, and no one seems to have reported me for abandoning the royals. Past me would have felt sad and worthless that I haven't been searched for by the royal knights, but instead, I feel free. I'm so happy we found one another. Speaking of which, I have something I'd like to talk about. I've been feeling strange lately. Well, for a while now. I'm already programmed to memorize every aspect of those I interact with the most, but I want to learn everything about you. I always want you to be happy and to be with you forever. Well, I'm glad you feel the same way, but that's not all. When we sleep side by side in your bed, I can't help but watch you for a bit, and have a constant need to always keep you close and protected. I've been yearning to reach out and hold you. Your voice is a melody I never grow tired of hearing, and you somehow make my metallic hand feel warm inside. Maybe I short-circuited recently and now I'm thinking like this, or maybe I'm an obsessive sociopath like I've read about before in the palace library. Am I broken? You do? Wait, if you feel the same as me, are we both insane? Have I corroded you? Okay, calming down. Can you tell me what you believe it is, then? Love? I didn't think someone of my kind would be capable of such emotions, but it's been different since I found you. I've read things about love before, but it was mere words on a page, just information to absorb. But experiencing it is another feeling entirely. I think I can confidently say, I love love, and I love you. Was that too forward? You've got quite a blush there. I will cherish those words forever. I never thought 3 words would make me so happy. I love you too, now and for the end of time. Now I'm realizing I've been created by a human. It only makes sense that I can feel anything you can. Could we kiss? Alright, it might feel strange for the both of us since we're, well, different. I'm not sure if it'll be as pleasurable or comfortable as... right, overthinking. Then... was that alright? It felt good for me too. Let's keep going then. I wish this moment could last forever, but I'm excited for what else is to come. I finally found where I belong, out here, and with you. I love you.